Here comes Rudiman.
Let's take a look back at that coming out of turn 4.
See the 14 truck of Rick Crawford right there. He's going to come to the inside. I think he's going to make contact with Chad Cheffin. Chad may have come up a little bit.
Well, Crawford got sideways, Phil, and his nose. Oh, we got one wrecking off turn 4.
Oh, a big accident on turn number 4.
Mike Skinner, the 42. Ted Musgrave, the 1.
That's a super speedway crash.
Joey Clanton in the 40. Oh, man.
59 of Randy LaJoy. Looks like the 8 maybe of Chase Montgomery.
We saw the pole sitter, Terry Cook slide through that mess without any damage.
There's Bobby Hamilton getting going. There's Randy LaJoy. Look at the right front tire there. It's not supposed to be there, Michael.
Shortened up his wheelbase on that right side. Bobby's got some damage to the left front. Bobby Hamilton, I'm speaking of. You can see Randy there's in trouble.
Ted Musgrave, unbelievable. 2 years in a row, they've had problems with that Mopar Dodge.
Phil, you had to see that coming.
It was. The way these trucks are dancing around, and these guys, they're running 2 and 3 wide. There's Ken Weaver, Joe Aramendia, 2 and 3 wide. These trucks dancing around. This racetrack is not as wide as Talladega. Talladega seems like it's about 2 lanes wider than this one. There's just not enough room to do that.
Serious damage to the 8 of Chase Montgomery. Outside pole was his starting position. And his evening is done.
I'm going to say between 10 and 12 trucks, Phil, off turn 4.
See Shelby Howard, the 23 truck on pit road with a lot of damage. There's Shane Sieg, the 07 truck with quite a bit of front end damage.
And we saw Ted getting caught up in that, so it must have been a problem at the front because Ted was leading the race.
Right front's rolling now.
Jack Sprague is backing down pit road with some damage. There's Jack Sprague right there, our 3-time champion back in the series full time.
Tracy Hines in the 88. You see that truck at the back of pit road. I mentioned the 40 of Joey Clanton also involved sliding.
The accident occurred about mid-pack, Rick. Somebody on the bottom of the racetrack. I couldn't really get an eyeball on it. Let's see a replay on it here.
This is the beginning of the accident.
Oh, it looked like the 16 truck of Sprague was up under Tracy Hines, Phil. Yeah. He had made a move under Tracy. Tracy didn't know he was there. Those trucks got together.
And it just slid them right back up in front of all these trucks coming. As you mentioned, it was mid-pack, but the pack was as many trucks on the racetrack. That's how big the pack was.
Ted Musgrave looked as though he was slowing down. He was leading earlier, just a lap before, and looked as though he was slowing down on the inside of the track and got caught up in all this. Maybe he was coming in for a stop.
You see Jack Sprague get turned around sideways, and the truck turns back around, goes back up the racetrack, right in front of all these trucks.
Wow.
And you can see what those guys see. Absolutely nothing. Just smoke.
Let's check out some of these guys that did a good job slipping through this deal.
Sprague got hit pretty hard there by Musgrave. There's Bobby Hamilton sliding around.
That's a track blocker, Phil. Nobody got through it.
Well, there's Ken Weaver coming in and hitting the 31 of J.R. Aramendia really, really hard.
And we apologize. We would be showing you in truck cameras or onboard cameras, but again, I wanted to let you know the ceiling, the clouds are just so low over the track that our helicopter is not able to fly over the track to give us that coverage, and so we will not be able to bring those onboards to you. But
there's Andy Houston. I didn't know that he was in this accident.
Terrible damage for many trucks, and we'll get you updated on as many of them as we can.
That's 2 trucks in 2 days for that team.
Ultra Motorsports team. A year ago, Ted Musgrave lost a tire and it went right into the 2 of Jason Leffler, and both trucks were taken out in the same accident, and 1 year later the same thing happens.
Can you imagine 2 years in a row losing both your trucks in the same accident?
Randy LaJoy in the number 59, problems as well. Caution number 5 came out because of this.
God. Vicious, Rick.